everyone, and welcome back to a brand new Meals of the Week video. I hope you are all doing really well. Tonight I am making a paella. If you watched my Meals of the Week video last week, I did a paella with chicken breast. So this week I thought I would make it a little bit different. So I'm actually making a fish paella. So I've got 2 cod loins here. These are from Aldi. I've got some frozen peas. Then I am using this risotto rice. I've just weighed out 325 grams of that. I then have an onion and a red and yellow pepper chopped up. And then I am using this paella mix. And yeah, so I will show you what I do. So I've just put in some olive oil. And I'm going to start by frying off the onion and the peppers until the onion is golden brown. I will then add in the peas, the rice and the cod. So the onion is now nice and golden brown, so I've just turned down the heat. I'm going to add in all of the frozen peas. I'm also going to add in the 325 grams of risotto rice and give this a stir. I will then put in 1 litre of water. So let's pour that in now. Like I said, I've turned down the heat, so I will turn it back up again to bring this to the boil. And then once it's boiling, I will put it back down to a simmer. So now I'm going to add in the fish. So I've just literally cut this into chunks because as soon as this is kind of stirred into the paella, it will all flake up. So everything is in there now except from the paella mix. So I'm going to add that in and then bring it to a boil. And then once it is boiled, I will turn it down to a simmer and leave it for about 20 minutes. So the paella has been simmering away and it is pretty much done now. So I'm going to dish this out and then I'm going to go and sit outside to enjoy this in the sunshine. So there is tonight's meal, cod paella with peppers and onion and peas. I've got my lemon on top that I'm going to squeeze on it just to add a bit more flavour. Yeah, looking forward to this. So for tonight's meal, we are having quiche and salad. It's so sunny outside today, so I really fancied something light. So I've got a salad, some beetroot, some instant mashed potato, and then a quiche Lorraine. For this evening's meal, I am doing chicken in black bean sauce. So I've got 3 chicken breasts diced up here. I've got 1 packet of egg noodles from Asda. Then got some chestnut mushrooms, some red onion and a green pepper. Then for the sauce, I've got the black beans, which come in water, soy sauce and also oyster sauce. So I'm going to start by boiling the chicken, mushrooms, the onion and the pepper all in a big saucepan. Once that is all cooked through, I will add in the black beans, the oyster sauce and the soy sauce. And then once it's all done, I will mix in the egg noodles. So I'm gonna bring this to the boil. I will then turn it down onto a simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes until the chicken is all cooked through. So this is all now cooked through. So I've strained out the water. I'm now gonna add in the whole tin of black beans, so I'm going to put them in. I'm also going to put in the sauce. So in here I have equal parts, so half of this is oyster sauce and half of it is soy sauce. So I'm going to pour all of that in too. Then I'm going to give this a good stir and I'll show you what we do next. So now the soy sauce and oyster sauce is in, I've actually added in half a cup of water just to help make the sauce. I'm going to let this simmer now for a few minutes on a low heat and then I will add in the egg noodles. If you like your sauce a little bit thicker like I do, then I've just added in a teaspoon of this instant thickening granules. You can use this or you can put in a teaspoon of corn flour. So this is now all ready to serve. I added in the egg noodles and left them to simmer for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm now going to serve it with this wholemeal bread from Marks and Spencer's. So that is tonight's meal. Chicken and peppers in black bean sauce. Looking forward to this. For this evening's meal, we are having chilli and rice. Leo, my son, who is 7, doesn't like chilli. So when I do this, I make him spaghetti bolognese. So I'm going to cook some frozen beef mince with some red onion and garlic. I'm then going to add in some tomato passata. Once that's all cooked through, I'm going to serve that for Leo with some spaghetti pasta for his spaghetti bolognese. I'm also going to serve his with some broccoli. So I've got some frozen broccoli here that I'm going to boil. Then once I've taken his out, I'm going to add in some of this chili con carne powder and also some red kidney beans, which I've just realised I haven't got out yet. And I'm going to serve the chili with some of this long grain rice. So yeah, let me start cooking the mince. So the mince are all browned off, and also I've cooked the onion and the garlic in there. So I'm now going to pop in the passata, and then once that's all warmed through, Leo's spaghetti bolognese will be ready to take out. I've got his spaghetti pasta and his broccoli in here. Once I've taken his out, I will then add in the kidney beans and the chili powder. So that is Leo's spaghetti bolognese with some broccoli. Now I've taken Leo's out, I'm going to add in the kidney beans and also the chili flavour in. So I've got the kidney beans in and the chili powder. I'm going to give this a real good stir around now to cook through, and then this will be ready to serve once the rice is all boiled. So that is tonight's chili con carne and rice, and I have plenty left over to take for lunches at work this week. Yeah, I absolutely love chili, and it's great to take and warm up the next day for lunch. You can have it on jacket potatoes. Yeah, lots of different things you can do. So I always make plenty so I can have it again for lunch. But yeah, looking forward to going and eating this now. For tonight's meal, I'm actually doing one of my favourites. If you are a regular watcher of my meals of the week, then I think I have done this the last couple of weeks. But I am making some chicken skewers. I just find this so quick and easy to do, and it tastes delicious, and it's perfect in this sunny weather. So I've started by chopping up some red onion, a whole orange pepper, a whole yellow pepper, and some chestnut mushrooms just into some quite big chunks. Then in here I have some chicken breasts. So I'm using 3 chicken breasts, and I've cut them again into large chunks. I'm going to marinate this with some extra virgin olive oil and this tikka curry blend. This has got paprika, cumin and garlic. You can put any spices that you like into here. I tend to do it with different things, but yeah, at the moment I'm finding this tikka curry blend quick and easy just to pop in, and it tastes delicious. And then tonight, to go with this, we are having homemade chips. So I've got 3 large potatoes here, and I am literally going to slice them up and pop them in the air fryer with some paprika and a little bit of oil. And then, yeah, we will have our chicken skewers and homemade chips. So I'm going to start by marinating the chicken. So in here, I'm going to pour a generous amount of extra virgin olive oil. And then I'm going to pop in some of the tikka spice. I like quite a lot of flavour on mine. And I'm going to give this a good stir. Then I'm going to leave this probably for about an hour. It is best if you can do it the night before or in the morning, but yeah, I always completely forget about it until the day. So I'm going to give this a stir and leave it for about an hour while I prepare the homemade chips. And then Once it is marinated for about an hour, I will pop them onto the skewers. So while the chicken is marinating, I've started making the chips. So I've just sliced up 3 large potatoes and I'm going to pop these straight into the air fryer. So I've just tipped all of those into the air fryer tray. Just going to move them around a little bit. Now I'm going to put a tiny bit of oil on these and some paprika just to give them a little bit of flavouring. Now you don't actually have to put oil in with these in the air fryer, but I just like to put a little bit with the flavouring. So I'm going to put that on now. So I'm just going to put a very light drizzle in. As you can see, it's literally just a few splashes. And then I'm going to pop in my paprika, just give that a good shake over. And then I'm going to pop these on the chip setting, and then we will have some nice homemade chips. So I'm going to press the chip setting on my air fryer, which is 204 degrees Celsius, and the time on this is 18 minutes. I will probably stop them after 10 minutes and just give them a little shuffle around just to make sure all the flavouring is on all of them. But yeah, so these are going to go in for 18 minutes, and this gives me the perfect time to start making the skewers. So now I'm going to start making the skewers. I've just put my skewers in water because this helps to prevent them burning. I'm going to start by threading on the chicken breast, the peppers, mushrooms and onion, and then I'll show you when they are all ready. So the skewers are now all made. I'm going to pop these in the air fryer on the chicken setting. So I've just got them out of the air fryer and look how tasty they look. And here are my homemade chips. So yeah, I'm going to serve this on the plate now. So there is tonight's meal. Chicken skewers with chicken breast, peppers, mushrooms and red onion, and then homemade chips done in the air fryer.